So I decided to take a look at one of the most popular metaverse worlds right now, the Sandbox, to see what all of the hype is about. Everything you're about to see is my first look into the Sandbox Metaverse. So if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, I'll actually be doing another in-depth video on the Sandbox and everything you need to know as a beginner in the metaverse. Alright, so I just typed in Sandbox on Google and you can see the link for the Sandbox game is sandbox.game. So when you go into the Sandbox game, you can see this nice splash page, welcome to the Sandbox. They explain the Sandbox to be a virtual world where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experience and assets inside an immersive virtual world. And this is their Discover page, just showing you what the Sandbox is, general things about it, like its GameMaker, VoxEdit, Map, and game. We're gonna be diving into these a little bit later. Okay, so really I wanna jump right into it. I wanna see if I can get into the Sandbox Metaverse. So I'm gonna go to more info, and we're gonna see here, it pops up this nice screen, the Sandbox. You can see on the left, there's a home, alpha, market, create, and a map. And I can see that it looks like the alpha for the Sandbox Metaverse is closed right now. So they're almost doing it like an alpha or beta testing where they release it for about a week or two, see what's up with it, and then they close it. So right now I'm just trying to figure out what I can do. Do I need to make an account? Is there something I need to download to actually join this metaverse world? So I obviously click create an account, and you can see login or create an account, and you need to link a crypto wallet in order to sign in. No funds are necessary. You can see you can do it with email, social, or a Web 3.0 MetaMask wallet. I decided that I was just going to sign up with one of my Google accounts, one of my Gmails, and see what that actually made for me. Now, I'm not going to show you me actually making my account. It's pretty simple. It'll walk you through and make your Sandbox Metaverse account. It'll also make a wallet you can use for the Sand token when you're actually playing the game, trading NFTs, buying land, and all of that. Okay, so I've made my account. Now I have an account, and you can see here the Sandbox Alpha. Season 2 is coming soon. I'm assuming they're going to drop a Season 2 where the Alpha is going to open back up and actually explore their metaverse, the Sandbox world. So I straight up just clicked into buy land, and you can see it brought me to OpenSea, an NFT crypto exchange, and I wanted to really look at everything there was in the Sandbox to buy. So at a first look here, you can see that it's not only land you can buy. It looks like you can buy some NFTs and other bundles. But really right now, I wanted to see, okay, I've heard of this metaverse land. It's going for crazy amounts of money. How do I actually do this within the Sandbox? So you can see here, each of these NFTs are actually pieces of land within the Sandbox, and you can see they're at crazy amounts. There's some for 3 Ether, 4 Ether, all the way up to like hundreds of Ether. Now, if I click onto one of these pieces of land, I actually wanted to see what I could do with this. So you can see this land is at -7, 195, and those are actually the coordinates on the Sandbox Metaverse map. You can see that this is $12,000. That is a crazy amount of money for a virtual piece of land inside the Sandbox Metaverse. Now again, just a description of the Sandbox land that you can see here. A land is a digital piece of real estate in the Sandbox Metaverse that players can buy to build experiences on top of. So what they mean by that is once you buy a plot of land in the Sandbox Metaverse, you can do things like create games, build NFTs and experiences to put in your land to make more money. So you can almost look at it like an investment, like you're buying a piece of land and say you're building a house on it to rent out. That is the same thing with the Sandbox Metaverse. And of course, each land is unique, aka a non-fungible token, so it's the only one and you can own it. And you can even see this price history chart here, even from August. It was below 1 Ether, and now it's almost all the way up to 3 Ethereum. Now I wanted to scroll down here. This has only been listed once, this particular one, but you can see some of the sales that have gone on with this piece of land and when it was actually minted earlier. So there was actually one sale where it sold for about 0.4, 0.5 Ether, which is crazy. And I bet you if the Sandbox becomes more and more popular, these plots of land will be crazy expensive in the future. Okay, so I went into the alpha again and then clicked see rewards just to see what I could do with that. So once I got in here, you can see there's discover games, a tutorial, and it seems like there's a reveal schedule of when you can complete these quests in the Sandbox Alpha to gain some sort of rewards. And you can see it looks like here they're going through some NFTs that you can either earn or buy with Sand token. As you can see, again, Alpha Season 1 is now closed, but there are all these rewards I can see. 200 Sand plus an NFT, 100 Sand plus an NFT. So I guess you can do things in the alpha to earn rewards. And these rewards are literally real money. You're either getting the cryptocurrency Sand or you're getting an NFT with a value. Now in here, I went to the marketplace and saw what NFTs you can actually buy and sell in the sandbox. So it looks like there are things such as animals, random things like mirrors, trash cans, boxes, even a clownfish. So I decided I'll click into the clownfish, see what's up with that. And it looks like there were 1,000 of these minted. And right now this current price is about 5 Sand, which equals about 27 US dollars. So I could go on right now and buy this NFT. Now what I'm assuming you could do with NFTs like this, if you had a plot of land, is put them in your plot of land or even go and trade them. In my next Sandbox video, I'm gonna actually go and attempt to buy one of these NFTs to show how easy or how hard it is. So at this point, I was getting a little confused and I wanted to see how I could at least register to play this game or be on a list to play this game in the future. As I was scrolling through, it said something about Sand and its utility token is how you can buy land and assets in the game. You can also see that there's a lot of partners for the sandbox like deadmau5, Snoop Dogg, Atari, Adidas, and many other big brands. That is one huge thing to note, and one thing I took away is that it seems like the sandbox is well backed and it won't be going away anytime soon. So ultimately I clicked pre-register and I wanted to see what I actually needed to do. Now when I did that, it brought me back to the rewards. So I figured, okay, maybe you can't sign up right now. And then I noticed in the top right corner, it said download alpha with the little Windows operating system logo next to it, and that tells me right now that the Sandbox Metaverse, at least the alpha, is only available for Windows. But I wanted to go check that, so I searched, is Sandbox only available for Windows? And it looks like yes, currently the Sandbox Alpha is only available on the Windows operating system. So basically what you would do is download this executable for Windows. You would open it like you would any other app on your computer, and you'd be able to play in the metaverse, or at least in the alpha Sandbox Metaverse. Now it does say that Apple or Mac OS will be compatible with the Sandbox Metaverse in early 2022, and I'm hoping that's before the next season 2 of their alpha release, so I can actually jump in and show all you guys what it looks like and what you can do in the Sandbox Metaverse. Now the most interesting thing in my mind is the map of the Sandbox Metaverse. This is a 2D map of every single plot of land and who owns it in the Sandbox Metaverse. So you can see here, I started exploring what this map actually was, who owned what spaces, and what spaces were still for sale or available. So you can see this map is actually pretty big, and if you can just imagine when you get into this Sandbox Metaverse, you'll actually be able to physically walk around the metaverse, visit different plots of land, visit different experiences, and play various games that people are creating. The one cool thing about the Sandbox Metaverse is that they claim it will be all user driven. So everything in this world will be by the user, either bought or created by the user. Now what's interesting is some of these plots of land seem bigger than others. They could be 3x3s, 1x1s, 12x12s, and then if there is land that is owned by somebody, you can click on it and it'll actually show either a video or a link that that person that bought the land has attached to that video. Now I'm assuming once this develops more and more, you'll be able to jump into the Sandbox Metaverse, visit someone's land, and either do what they've created there or see what they have on display. And if you click for sale on the left-hand corner, it doesn't show any results. Now I'm thinking this is because all of the plots of land that were available initially got bought up by other people, or maybe there are some plots that aren't available yet, but the only plots for sale are resales on OpenSea. So you're not buying any new construction land here, it's all resales for now. So I've quickly looked at what the map is on the Sandbox Metaverse, what the market entails, and what land or what NFTs you could possibly buy. But now I'm going to go into the create section, which is where users can create NFTs or game experiences to play within the Sandbox Metaverse. But before I do that, I want to take a quick second, shout out the sponsor for this video, the like button. That's right, there is no sponsor on this video, but if you guys have enjoyed the video so far, go down below and hit that like button. It really helps my video out, reach more people so they can learn more about the metaverse. Okay, so I'm gonna click into create here, and you can see that right here it says the Sandbox GameMaker. Craft your game, coding not required. So I actually do have a computer background. I know how to code a little bit, but it looks like this will be very user-friendly where anyone can come in here and either create a game or create an NFT from scratch with no coding abilities. Now it looks like you can download something to actually make these games in. I won't do that right now. That'll be for a later video when we go more in depth into the metaverse and what you can do. But it almost looks like there are three main things that you can do while creating things for the Sandbox Metaverse. There's the GameMaker, like I just said, and then now there's something called VoxEdit, which is where you can create your NFTs. So anything that is bought, sold, or in the Sandbox Metaverse is created by users, and that is using VoxEdit. So I'm assuming this is a software you can also download and create these NFTs in. So you can create your own Vox models, they're calling them, where in order to upload these models, you need to become an artist first of the Sandbox Metaverse through their creator fund. And if I read correctly, I believe there was about $2 million that Sandbox has put into this creator fund, and that is just funding everyone creating things for the metaverse at large. Again, it looks like VoxEdit is the only software that you can use to create these NFTs available in the Sandbox. Now it looks pretty cool that there's a modeler, animator, and NFT maker, so anything in this thing, whether you're making games or just trading NFTs, you can do it through VoxEdit. And lastly, avatar. Let's see what that is. Okay, so I'm assuming this is actually yourself. So when the Sandbox opens, when another season of the alpha opens, or when the game goes to production for real, this is going to be your character in the metaverse. So it looks like here I can create a style. I'm assuming they give you some options, and this is what people will see you as in the metaverse. So let's see if I can actually create an avatar right now. If it looks like it'll take long, I'm probably gonna wait till my next video where I'm going in depth for metaverse beginners. So there are some pre-designed avatars right now. It looks like it is freezing on me, so I'll probably wait till the next video to do this. And the last thing here, it looks like there's an inventory, so any NFTs, lands, entities, estates, or experiences that you either bought or have obtained in the Sandbox, you can see them all here. So obviously I have zero inventory, I just made this account, but you can see how to buy land, how to get assets, how to create an experience by creating it in their actual GameMaker marketplace. So all in all, this looks like a pretty robust system that the Sandbox has created here. Now, I'm really wondering how this will hold up in years to come. Will the Sandbox be one of the primary metaverse worlds that everyone will be using? Or will they flock to something like Facebook's Meta, where it's more realistic and you're actually doing daily tasks like going to work and going to work meetings in rooms in the metaverse? And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Nick, and in 2022, my goal is to obtain at least 1,000 views per video in the first week and get to 25,000 subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more, be sure to like it and subscribe so you can see more videos on the metaverse, cryptocurrency, tech, and business. Thank you for watching, and go ahead and watch this video up above. I'll see you next time.